Row 2 to the inside, the 24, Drake Bollmeyer, and the 44D of Derek Hall.
On the inside of row number 3, it's the 2A, Theron Allman in your Avid Realty Sport Mods in the Avid Realty Sport Mod. To his outside in the 53, it's Brady Pompano.
Looks like we're going to have some cars dropped. James Birkland is out there along with the, well, we don't have the 98 list, or the Jerry Jackson. Okay, Jerry Jackson going to the rear, so that put Drake Bollmeyer on the point. So that's why we had a little bit of a shuffling to our order as we are green off of 2. And once again, it's the 24 of Bollmeyer jumping out to the early advantage. Here comes Derek Hall to the outside. Oh, Theron Allman, close call with the 18M of Mason Richards.
Mason Richards battles it out against the 6SJ of Pospischal. Richards to the high side. Pospischal sticks to the low side. The advantage as they head into 3. The advantage is to the 18M. I believe top 3 cars going to be moving on out of this one as your battle is for the lead. Derek Hall makes his way around the 24 of Drake Bollmeyer. You've got a new race leader in the 44D.
Good battle for second, James. Here comes the 18M of Richards. Boy, he started deep in the field, and Mason's coming through. Looking to the inside of Bollmeyer, door to door for the second spot off of 3.
Mason Richards really liking the low side in that 18M through both sets of corners. He makes the low line work, drifts up about a lane, gets the second spot away from Bollmeyer, and he's got his sights set on Derek Hall. So
Sorry about what I was going to say is Hall's going to have some lap traffic to contend with right now. That is very off the pace. We'll see if Mason Richards can catch him. And here he goes into 3, trying to work around the 2-lap cars.
He's going to do it and try and take Mason Richards right along with him. Still 1 lap car separates the leader from the second spot. Drake Bollmeyer wants to get the second spot back away from Mason Richards. Close quarters racing out there.
Oh boy, Derek Hall has absolutely checked out now. That lap traffic really playing havoc with second, third, and fourth right now. Bollmeyer all over the back bumper of Mason Richards, but down the backstretch into 3 and 4. And for the final time, heat race number 1 goes to Derek Hall. Second at the line, Bollmeyer is going to steal it from Richards. Both will still transfer, as I believe top 3 will transfer on to tonight's feature. So Pospischal, Allman, and the rest of the crew will have to go to the B and C. Derek Hall looking impressive in heat race number 1.
Inside of row number 3, you'll see the 44. That's the Mac Daddy McLean Reed. And to his outside in the 18 machine, it's Dion Kovar.
Where's the Banana Gang tonight? There we go. Gary Sanoff inside row 4, the 96 with the 33 DH of Drew Hobart to the outside. That's the fancy pantsy number 33. I love that car.
Fancy pants 33, yeah, very sharp race car. Another thing that's sharp is that green flag flying out of the hand of Caden Murray. Here we go, getting heat race number 2 kicked off for your Avid Realty Sport Mods. Verbka out to the early advantage over Bobby Draper. 3-car pack from third on back. Here we go, look out. Near contact, great evasive action going on there. Huge slicing and dicing throughout the field, Ryan.
Absolutely, 3 cars battling for those transfer spots as it's once again the 15 of Deakey to the inside of the 62 of Draper. Reed right there. Look at Gary Sanoff, the 96. You got to be fast if you're 96 at a Sanoff, and that's exactly what Gary is right now. He is 1 spot out of a transfer.
Wasting no time. Currently, McLean Reed hanging on to the 3rd spot, but Gary Sanoff picked up a win night number 1 of the Icebreaker Challenge, and that confidence has carried on. He wants to get the 3rd spot away. McLean Reed says you can have 3rd. I want to get 2nd away from this 62 of Draper as Verbka continues heat race domination.
Wow, what a slide job by Reed. Draper had to get on the binders. He's going to lose 2 spots because of it. And now Gary Sanoff into the transfer spot, and here comes Kovar.
Good battle between Draper and Kovar. Kovar with a strong advantage as they head into turn number 3. Up at the front, it's still Verbka, Reed, and Sanoff, your transfer cars, as laps continue to wind down. 3 to go.
Boy, Verbka is absolutely checked out. It's amazing to know the 7V won the points championship last year. I don't believe he won a feature last year by doing so. He was just ultra consistent, and he is fast here tonight.
Yes, sir, you are exactly right on the stats from last year, and that he is a rocket ship tonight as he passes the white flag with a near straightaway advantage over second place running McLean Reed. Gary Sadoff still hanging on to the third and final transfer spot. Less than a lap remaining. Your winner is coming off turn 4 in the 7V. Adam Verbka picks up the heat race win. McLean Reed's going to bring it home in the second spot, and Gary Sadoff will hang on to make your third and final transfer spot. As he makes his way in front of the grandstands, race fans, make some noise for your feature winner from right here in Eagle, Nebraska. It's the 7V of Adam Verbka.
Once again, everyone watching on Facebook Live, head on over to eagleraceway.tv. The pits are jam-packed. One of the only tracks, I think one of only 2 tracks in the state of Nebraska competing tonight.
And now for your Avid Realty third heat race of the evening. Yellow's off, going green inside of row number 1, the 66 of Trevor Noonan to the outside, the 88F of Rich Flock. Inside row 2, it's going to be the 11H of Nick Morris. To his outside in the 9, it's Amber Cook. On the inside of row number 3, it's going to be the 3T, Trenton Fugit. And to his outside in the 25X, it's Joe Fan. Rounding out the field on the inside, the 22, Batman Matt Andrews. To his outside, it's Mad Mike Leonard in the 82. Slow into 3, they're going to go fast off of 4, Ryan. 8 big laps, taking 3 on.
Excellent start already for the 66 of Trevor Noonan. He's going to jump out to the early lead. Joe Fan ripping the lip off of turn 2. 2 by 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Once again, got to be top 3 to move on to the A feature. Everyone else relegated to a B or C.
Joe Fan making excellent work from the outside of row 3 into the second spot in the first lap. He's going to set his sights on the 66 of Trevor Noonan. 66 machine, 1 fast hot rod. Rich Flock currently hanging on to the third and final transfer spot. Fugit 4th, Cook 5th, Matt Andrews 6th, Nick Morris 7th. As meanwhile, back at the front of the field, Noonan continues on the point, Fan in second and Flock in third. The only thing that's changed is the margin of victory. Currently, Joe Fan closing in down the back straightaway. Good battle fixing to shape up here. Fan down low. Diamond off of the corner by Noonan. He's going to hang on to the top spot.
Once again, Noonan still with the advantage, but boy, Fan has been really close to getting this one from him. He's got to find a way around it. Does he go to the top side or bottom side? Meanwhile, problems off at turn number 4. A rear end, I think, just went out on the 3T, and Matt Andrews takes the spot. He is 1 spot out, looking in, but breakage on Trent Fugit's number 3T. I think the rear end snapped out from under him.
Trevor Noonan continuing a dominant run in this heat race over Fan and Flock. Your top 3 cars, the only ones moving on to tonight's A main. Matt Andrews 1 spot outside looking in the 22 for your 2022 track champion as Trevor Noonan catches the white flag from Caden Murray.
Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. Noonan goes coast to coast in this one. He'll pick up the win. Fan second, and it'll be the 88F of Richard Flock coming home in third and final transfer spot. Matt Andrews and everyone else going to a B feature.
$111, $131, $145, $161, and $190. Come on back to the stairs behind the announcer's booth to pick up your prize.
Melissa Latour, the one who chucked the drive shaft out. Daniel's still out there inside row number 4. Tough break for her. Hopefully she can get that fixed up for the B feature later on tonight. Set to go green, final sport mod, heat out of the night.
Bo Riffle and Jacob Swanson bring the field to the green flag. The advantage goes to the 31S as they head to turn number 1. Guy wasted no time. James Hines down the back straightaway steals the second spot away. Another quick mover in this heat race, the 5S of Roger Sluka trying to get the third spot away from Bo Riffle.
What a battle there from third on back. Here comes the 413 Bo Riffle trying to hold off the 18W Cole Wayman. Cole slides to his inside. He'll pick up the spot. Here comes Sean Hine trying to work around him as well. But they need to catch up to Sluka. He is your final transfer car, the 5.
Jacob Swanson out to the early advantage, putting the first few laps in the book. Big bobble by the 31R, James Hines. That's going to make this battle for the transfer spot really interesting. Cole Wayman gets near to the back bumper of the 5S of Sluka. He wants to get that transfer spot away. Sluka doesn't want to give it up.
Jacob Swanson has once again checked out. He's enjoying a 1.5 second lead almost as Wayman all over the back bumper of Roger Sluka. Good battle for second down the back straightaway, side by side through 3 and 4. Who's it going to be this time by? With 3 to go, still Sluka.
Roger Sluka hanging on to the second spot. Jake Swanson out for a Sunday drive. Possible tire rub on the 31S of Jake Swanson. Little bit of smoke coming off the 31R. Can it hang on for 2 more laps?
Keep your eye on Sean Hine and the 5H. He's starting to make his way through as well, up to 4th. And keep your eye on your leader. A lot of smoke coming out of the 31S of Swanson. He's got 1 lap to hold off Wayman, who's coming.
Cole Wayman trying to close the gap. I believe I'm smelling some 90 weight rear end oil on the 31S. Lap traffic not going to be a factor. Caden Murray's got the checkered flag in hand, and it's a Wayman for the 31S. Jacob Swanson bringing it home in the second spot is the 18W of Cole Wayman. And Roger Sluka is going to be your third and final transfer car. Eagle Raceway, as he makes his way in front of the grandstands, make some noise for your heat race winner in the 31S. It's Jacob Swanson.
Hopefully he can get that tire rub figured out if that's exactly what it was on that 31S, but still looked impressive.
More lap.
Looks like after this, we'll have your Race Savers Sprint Car C feature. A lot of good cars in that C feature, by the way, who had rough heat races. A lot of good cars in this one. We'll see who can transfer out. James, top 4 moving on to the B.
Top 4, and everyone in this feature is definitely capable of pulling off a win. And here we go. Caden Murray's got the green flag in hand. Aiden Floyd with a masterful start, taking it to the top side in the 7F. Fugit down on the low side in the 3 machine. Floyd out to the early advantage. Third's going to be Daniel Latour for the time being. Melissa Latour hanging on to the 4th and final transfer spot.
Up front once again, it's Aiden Floyd, I believe a rookie of this division. Out front leading the way. Trent Fugit in that second spot. Track definitely starting to widen out, at least here in the hobby stocks and sport mods. We'll see once we get the bigger tires out there what they're going to do with it. But the track looking absolutely stellar here tonight with all the rain we had earlier this weekend.
Absolutely beautiful track conditions from turn 1 all the way through turn 4 and down the straightaways again. Speaking of the 7F of Aiden Floyd leading this thing from the drop of the green flag. This time by off of 4. He's going to have 4 more trips around for the 7F of Floyd. And Trenton Fugit hanging on to the second spot. And then it's Latour and Latour in your 3rd and 4th transfer spots. Drew Hobaugh, first guy outside looking in.
Fugit is starting to reel in Floyd. It was a 9/10 of a second advantage last time as one car goes around in turn number 3, and he might be stuck now. Oh yeah, we're spinning out, and that's probably going to bring out the caution. He's trying to get into the infield. Didn't quite tell what number that is. 2 to go. We're going to keep it going. Floyd still your leader. Fugit in second. Latour, Hobaugh, Berkland, Jackson. I think that's one of the Latours. That's Melissa Latour, I think. White flag is out. James, take us home. Oh, never. Okay, down the back straightaway. Fugit's going to have one last chance at Floyd. He's going to run out of the hourglass off of turn 4. Aiden Floyd will win here in the C feature. Fugit second. Latour third. That'll be Daniel Latour. And then Hoba will be in the fourth and final transfer spot.
Sportmod B main coming at you, starting on the inside of row number 1 in the Avid Realty Sportmod division. It's in the Avid Realty Sportmod. It's Theron Allman in the 2A. His outside in the 62, it's Bobby Draper. On the inside of row 2, it's going to be the 9 of Amber Cook. To her outside in the 31R, James Hines. Row 3 is going to see the 53 of Brady Pompano and the 15 of Tyler Deakey. Fourth row is the 11H of Nick Morris and the 413 of Bo Riffle. They're going to be joined by your C main transfer cars, and we are underway, Ryan.
Through 1 and 2, Bobby Draper's got the lead. Theron Allman in second. James Hines in third. Amber Cook in fourth. Top 4 move on to the big show. Bo Riffle trying to work the outside of 1 and 2. And now Cook looks to the inside of Hines. Top 2 cars have pulled away. It's Draper and Allman up front.
Theron Allman going to try and challenge for the lead there. Pulled up alongside through 3 and 4. Little slip of the grip cost on that move, but he's right back to him through 1 and 2. As your battle continues to rage on for third and fourth between Hines and Cook. Hines with the advantage as they go into 3. Cook down on the low side. We saw Riley Rusinger find some good momentum off of the low groove. And it looks like that's keeping up for the 9 machine of Cook. As meanwhile, at the front of the field, Bobby Draper continues to lead this one. This time off before it's going to be 8 laps to go in this B main.
Draper, your leader. Allman in second. Hines third. Amber Cook putting in a good run back in that fourth spot. Here comes Allman. You've got a race for the lead down the back straightaway. Draper's got his hands full. Tries to cut off the 2 machine. Off of 4. He will hold on to it.
Meanwhile, look at Aiden Floyd, your winner of tonight's C main, currently on the outside looking in, but trying to make quick work out of this field as he rides in the 5th spot. Bobby Draper continues to lead over Allman, Hines, and Cook, your top 4. Here comes Aiden Floyd trying to pull up to that rear quarter panel.
Also, Fugit, he was in that C feature as well. Both of those drivers making their way through the pack right now. Fugit a few spots behind, but he is moving. Right now, though, Floyd trying to battle a tight race car, but he gets a really good run off the corner. And here he comes, trying to get into the final transfer spot, and he's got it.
Aiden Floyd making absolute money moves around here. Makes his way around Amber Cook. He's going to set his sights on the top side.
Oh, Fugit going around.
Trouble for Trenton Fugit. Let's see, is he going to get it fired back up? Will we stay clean and green? No. Yellow flag is waving from Caden Murray. Tough break for the 3T of Trenton Fugit. Another one of those cars coming out of tonight's C main. Unfortunately, that will undoubtedly spell the end of the night for the 3T machine.
Yeah, he was moving. Was just 2 spots shy.
Not without a valiant effort. Great performance. I think he may still carry a rookie status from last year. He just started driving that 2A machine, looking like a veteran out there in this B main. Green flag's out, we're back to racing.
Draper working the bottom side of 1 and 2. Allman right there as well. Here comes James Hines. Problems for James Hines. Oh, problems for Cook as she collects Riffle. And oh, chaotic scene on the back straightaway. And we are green, and now not so green. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see where they put Floyd. He might have beat Allman to the line right there before the caution was thrown. And he is up to second and hunting down that 62 at Draper. And now keep your eye on it back behind James. Brady Pompano, he is outside looking in that 53.
So it's Draper and Floyd down into turn number 1. Aiden Floyd with an absolute rocket ship on the top side. Not going to be quite enough to pull to the rear bumper of the 62 of Draper. Allman confidently hanging on to the 3rd spot. Amber Cook holds on to the 4th and final transfer spot. You've got a battle for the lead, Ryan.
Oh, Floyd pushing up just a little bit too strong. Here comes Allman to his inside. Still solidly in a transfer spot. So is Amber Cook in that number 9 as they're trying to hold off the rest of the pack. It's a white flag one more time around. Fugit has come all the way back up into 2 spots out of a transfer, but he is running out of time.
Running out of time as the field goes into 3 and 4. Aiden Floyd gonna try the last lap move to the line. It's Bobby Draper picking up the win over Aiden Floyd. Theron Allman and Amber Cook, your top 4 cars moving on.
How about it, race fans? The youngster getting up to 2nd and pushing the veteran Draper. Draper getting the win, but how about Aiden Floyd, one of the youngsters, making his way here at Eagle Raceway? All right, race fans, 4-wide salute for your Sportmods, presented to you by Avid Realty. All right, Cole Wayman, McLean Reed set to bring us to the green flag. 18 laps the distance, your Sport Mod feature. Let's go racing.
Green flag in hand from Caden Murray. Cole Wayman out to the early advantage down the front straightaway and into turn number 1. Rich Flock battling to the low side of McLean Reed down the back straightaway for the 2nd spot. Reed has the advantage going into 3, and it's 3 wide. Little slip of the grip from McLean Reed's going to send him back to the 4th spot. 2nd and 3rd, Rich Flock and Mason Richards. Here comes Jake Swanson through the field, and the 24 of Drake Bullmeyer. 3 wide battles going on throughout the field, Ryan.
Jacob Swanson side by side with McLean Reed. Drake Bullmeyer right there as well. They continue to go 3 wide. They haven't touched yet or anything. 3 distinct lines that they're able to get to work. And now look at Bullmeyer pull 2 car lengths on him. But up front, Cole Wayman, who's had a very busy night in both the Sport Mod and Sprint car, he is pulling away.
Rich Flock securely hanging on to the 2nd spot for the time being. Little bit of a bobble from Mason Richards allows Drake Bullmeyer to close in. Still about 2 car lengths the gap between 3rd and 4th. Good battle for 5th and 6th between McLean Reed and Jake Swanson. Reed's going to have the spot that time by. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, it's all the 18W Cole Wayman.
3 wide, deeper in the field, Verbka. And then it's once again Hall and Kovar side by side. That's just around the 9th and 10th spots. Boy, Wayman, James, is absolutely checked out. That 18W on a rail so far tonight.
Absolutely gone from the drop of the green flag. Rich Flock continues to hang on to the 2nd spot. Battle for 3rd and 4th between Richards and Bullmeyer continues to rage on. Bullmeyer really likes the low side here at Eagle Raceway tonight. Right rear flat for Gary Sadoff. He's going to try and get it to the infield so we can stay green. Let's see if he can do so with the 96. We keep it going.
We keep it green. Tell you what, Flock's going to have some opportunities here to try and close. Wayman's going to have lap traffic here in the next lap or 2 at some of our B feature transfers, but he is over a straightaway lead. Everyone working the bottom side of the speedway right now. Looks like the top has maybe gone away for these guys.
Yeah, everyone seems to have moved down to the bottom of the racetrack. That's where your leader runs. That's where he has been running. Oh, here comes lap traffic. Trying to work through these B main transfer cars is your leader, Cole Wayman. Trouble for Derek Hall off the pace in the 44D. Let's see if he can get that gathered back up. Possible suspension issues. He's going to try and take it down into the infield.
Meanwhile, Mason Richards trying to hold off Drake Bullmeyer. That's the battle for third. Those two have been waging for a while. Kovar, the Banana Gang, heartbreak for them. He pulls to the infield. 6 to go this time by.
Drake Bullmeyer's made his way around Mason Richards for the time being. He's going to try and catch up to the 88F of Rich Flock. It's Wayman, Flock, Richards, Bullmeyer and Richards. Your top four. Jake Swanson, Joe Fay in 5th and 6th.
Cole Wayman once again still putting lap cars between he and Flock. He's got almost a half a track lead right now, and 4 lap cars between he and Flock, but now Flock is going to have company. James Drake Bullmeyer closing in on it.
The 24 machine, Drake Bullmeyer, always a rocket ship wherever he goes, trying to catch up to that 88F of Flock. Got a lap car in between them, Theron Allman. Not causing any trouble for those guys. They're just going to have to work to get around him. Still a fast race car is the 2A as laps winding down. Drake Bullmeyer tries to catch up. 2 laps to go this time past the flag stand. White flag out for Cole Wayman.
So white flag is out. Cole Wayman down the back straightaway. He has got over a 6.5 second lead and an emphatic win here in week 1 of the season. Cole Wayman, your winner.
Drake Bullmeyer brings it home in the, Rich Flock brings it home in the 2nd spot. Drake Bullmeyer is 3rd, and Mason Richards rounds out your top 4. Eagle Raceway, as he heads past the grandstand, makes some noise for your Avid Realty Sport Mod feature winner in the 18W. It's Kid Lightning, Cole Wayman.